So in this first question, we're given a table that shows both the monthly spend on marketing and advertising for a car dealership. This is given in thousands, so that will be the variable M. And we're also given a number of cars that are sold each month. That will be the variable C. The first thing we're asked to do is to use our calculators to find a value for the PMCC between M and C. PMCC is on our calculator summary screen, so we simply need to put in the values for M in list 1 and the values for C in list 2. And on that summary screen, we get an R value of 0.7555. The next part of the question asks us to find the equation of the regression line between M and C, given our answer in the familiar form. Well, the intercept and the gradient of the regression line are also on that summary screen, where A, the intercept, is 2.8, and B, the gradient, is 1.1. We can go ahead and try and get these into that familiar form. So starting with y equals a plus bx, I'm just going to substitute the appropriate values. So instead of y, we're looking at the number of cars that are meant to be sold. A, the intercept, is 2.8, the gradient is 1.1, and instead of x, we're looking at the monthly spend on advertising and marketing. So this is the regression line. Part B of the question asks us to use that regression line to estimate how many cars might be sold in a month where there was either £8,800 invested in marketing or £20,000 invested in marketing. For the 8,800, we're just going to substitute 8.8 because M was already in thousands. So substitute 8.8 and we get 12.4 cars, or to round it, we get approximately 12 cars for a month where we spend 8,800. In a month where £20,000 was spent on advertising, we'll substitute 20, calculate that, and we get 24.8 cars, or rounding to 25. In section B, we're also asked to comment on the reliability of each of these two estimates, and the comment is typically going to be about interpolation versus extrapolation. Are we using a value in between the range of the original data, or are we using a value outside of it? The monthly spends ranged from 6 to 10 in the original data that generated the regression equation. So 8.8 is within that range, that's interpolation, while 20 is outside of that range, and it's extrapolation. Interpolation is going to lead to a reliable result, while extrapolation is going to lead to an unreliable result. Finally, part C of the question asks us to interpret in context the physical meaning of A and B. A, being the intercept of 2.8, is going to be the amount of cars that will be sold if we had zero advertising. If we didn't put any money into marketing and advertising, we would likely sell 2.8 cars per month. 1.1 being the gradient, well, that's the number of extra cars we would get each month for every extra £1,000 spent on marketing and advertising. So a couple of sentences just to explain each of those in the context of the question.